Good morning, dear students. How are you all? Alhamdulillah, I am fine by the great grace of Almighty Allah. What are you doing nowadays? I think you all are busy for preparing your lessons, following our online classes announced by St. Xavier's High School, Khalishpur Khul. At the very beginning of my class, I wish to thank all the responsible authority of Education Department, Ministry of Education, Local Education Office, respected SMC, St. George's High School, Khulna, my respected head teacher and madam, my dear colleagues, and all my students. Very good morning to you all. You know, for many days our school is closed, and all the educational institutions of Bangladesh are also closed due to pandemic 19 coronavirus effects. There are more than a million of people had died all over the world by this serious disease. But Alhamdulillah, by the great grace of Almighty Allah, we the people of Bangladesh and Indian subcontinent are somehow safe from this pandemic. However, our education, our classes are seriously hampered and restricted for coronavirus. But by the order and decision of Ministry of Education and Education Department, we have started virtual class. That means by opening your mobile, you can see our classes virtually. And so, I welcome all the students of St. Xavier's High School and also those who are connected with us to open their Facebook and to open their mobile and join with our class. Every day, many classes are going on for all classes, and all our respected teachers are trying heart and soul to make the class fruitful. I wish you are ready. Are you ready, dear students? Please sit down with your paper and pen, and if needed, you can carry your books with you and you can concentrate your deep attention and concentration on the class. Today, I am going to take your class for class 6. And today, I will teach you from English second paper. First, I want to show you a thing. Dear students, can you tell what is this? This is a pen. It is a marker pen. It's a signature pen. Why it is needed? It is needed for writing on the board. For writing on the board so that the students can see what is written, what is written on the what is written on the board, and following the board you will also write on your paper. That will be helpful for you. So a pen is a very necessary things. Do you know what is these things? This is a duster. Generally we use a different type of duster for cleaning the black white board written with chalk, and this is a different type of duster. It is used for wiping the written of marker pen. Dear students, can you tell what is these things? This is a pen stand. It is also very important for keeping pens, for keeping important things in it. Why we need to carry a pen stand? We should carry or keep a pen stand in front of our table so that in time of necessary we can take the pen from and can write. Do you see what is these things? This is a cap. A cap, when we go out in the sun, the cap helps us as a sunshade so that it can protect us, our eyes, our appearance from the scorching rays of the sun. It also helps us to cover the belt of our head. Students, do you know what is this? This is a mobile. Do you have a mobile? Yes, I know you all have a mobile. Why a mobile is necessary? A mobile is necessary for communication. To communicate with the whole world, we must need to carry a mobile. Within a second, we any parts of the world through social media if we have internet connection. So for all these good reasons, the mobile phone is needed. It has some abuses also. The students sometimes waste their time by watching movies or videos on the mobile and hearing songs. They spend much time and leave their education, leave their reading. That is bad. So, dear students, could you guess what I am going to teach you today? What I am going to for you today? What you are going to learn today? Yes, I think within the time you have understood that we are going to learn sentence. Today I am going to teach you sentence. Sentence. It is of all words and activities. We cannot do any works if we cannot communicate with others. For communication, we use our language. Especially the babies use their sign language. Babies use their sign language. But adult person who can speak, they speak in their mother tongue, they speak their own language. How we learn a language? The process of learning a language is through hearing. We learn hearing from, we learn speaking, we learn language, hearing from others, listening from others. So the process of learning a language is through hearing. Hearing from their mother, hearing from the parents, hearing from the surroundings, a baby learns his language. So, when we can communicate, we learn to speak of our mother tongue. But when we grow up, we need to learn another language. Thank you very much for giving me a glass of water. Very, very thank you. So, when we need to communicate with others, we need language. Now, language are not always our own language. With the people of other countries, if we want to communicate for our business with the people of other institutions, organizations, then we need to communicate with their language. There are many languages of the world, but we cannot communicate with the whole language. But there is a common language by which we can communicate with the people of the rest of the world, and that is English. As English is an international, it is spoken by most of the people of the world, directly or indirectly. So it is our second language, and we learn English along with our mother tongue Bengali. And the mediums of our higher education is English, and the medium of our lower education is Bengali. Beside learning, reading Bengali, we need to learn English. And the first step is to learn communication. And the most important part of communication is sentence. Because we express our thoughts, our ideas and feelings in sentence. So, sentence is the most important thing. Do you know what is a sentence? Can anybody tell? Dear students, can anybody tell what is a sentence? Yes, you are right. Sentence or a group of words that gives a complete sense of their meaning. Can you follow? A sentence is a or a group of words. A sentence is a word or a group of words that express complete sense or So what is a sentence? A sentence is a word. Yes, no, very good. A nice pen, a nice duster, a nice pen stand, a beautiful mobile. This is a group of words that gives a complete sense. The sense is clear. The sense must not be nonsense. The birds are flying in the sky. This is a sensible sentence. The children play in the field. This is a simple sentence. The cow graze on the field. This is a sensible sentence. But if we change the sentence into another form, right? The cows are flying in the sky. That will be a nonsense. It will not clear the sense. The birds are swimming in the rivers. This is not also clear. So the sensible. The fishes are flying in the sky. That will not be a clear sentence. That will be sentence lack of sense, nonsense. So when a sentence will be prepared, we have to follow the sense and the meaning will be clear, meaning will be accurate. So when a word or a group of words make a complete sense, gives a clear meaning, is called a sentence. Look at the sentence. Do you eat rice? Do you eat rice? This is a sentence, complete sense. I asked to know from somebody, have you eaten rice? When do you eat rice? Do you eat rice? What do you eat in your breakfast or lunch? So it is a sentence. Do you eat rice? I can give answer in a word. Yes. That means yes, I eat rice. Or no, I do not eat rice. So the sentence idea is clear that when a word or a group of words will give sense and will make the answer meaning clear, that will be sentence. Thank you, dear students, for understanding the matter. Now we are going to discuss how many parts of a sentence. Can anybody guess? Can anybody tell how many parts of a sentence? There are two parts of a sentence. Can you repeat how many parts of a sentence? Sentences are divided into two parts. There are two parts of a sentence. They are subject and predicate. So, the sentence is divided into two parts. They are subject and predicate. So how many parts of the sentence? The sentences are divided into two parts. One part is subject, who performs the action. Who performs the action. Who performs the action? The person or the things that performs an action is called subject. And what is performed? What is performed is predicate. The person or thing that performs an action is subject, and what is performed by the subject is predicate. What is performed by the subject is predicate. So, dear students, the sentence idea is clear that when a word or a group of words gives a complete sense and a clear meaning is called a sentence. A sentence has two parts, that is subject and object. Who performs the action of a sentence is called subject, and what is performed, that is predicate. As I eat rice. This is a sentence. In this sentence, I is performing the action. So, I is doing the activities of the sentence. So, I is the subject and eat rice. What do I do? I eat rice. So, eat rice is predicate. So, dear students, is it clear? Now, we'll learn how many kinds of sentence. Dear students, can you tell how many kinds of students? There are many kinds of students. There are many kinds of sentence. According to meaning, sentence are of 5 kinds. So how many kinds of sentence? Sentence are of 5 kinds. Sentence are of 5 kinds according to its meaning. So, all the sentences are prepared based on definite sentence structure and according to its meaning. The sentence are of 5 kinds. Number one is assertive sentence. Assertive sentence. Dear students, can anyone tell what is assertive sentence? The sentence that performs some individual statement or action. The sentence that performs some action is called an assertive sentence. The sentence that expresses some individual statement or action is called an assertive sentence. S. The sentence that express. The sentence that express the sentence that express a statement or action. The sentence that express some statement or action is an assertive sentence. The sentence that gives some statement, the sentence that express an action is called an assertive sentence. So, what is an assertive sentence, dear students? The sentence that express some individual statement or action is called an assertive sentence. H. Kids says a thing of beauty is a so this is a statement. It is a saying proverbs. In the sentence, it says a thing of beauty is a joy forever. The things which gives us pleasure is always are expected things. A thing that is the sentence that denotes a question is the sentence that denotes a question is an interrogative sentence. The sentence that denotes a question is an as this is an interrogative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? The sentence that expresses order, command, request, advice, prohibition is an imperative sentence. The sentence that expresses order, do the work at once, command, you must not run in the sun. Advice, always stay in the sun. Always stay from the sun. Always keep apart from the sun. The sentences that express the order of mind, that are imperative sentence. What is an operative sentence? The sentence that express wish, prayer, blessings, pray some good blessings for others in an operative sentence. At may Bangladesh live long, may Allah bless you, may we get free from COVID-19. These are operative sentences. And the sentence that express sudden feelings of emotion or emotion of strong feelings. The sentence that express sudden feelings of emotion. Sentence. How beautiful the scenery, how wonderful the bird is, how excellent the scenery is. These are sentences that express the sudden feelings of emotion or emotion of our strong feelings. Again, according to structure, sentences are of three kinds. They are simple sentence, complex sentence, and compound sentence. The sentence which has only one subject, only one finite verb, and only one clause is called a simple sentence. Rohim eats rice. Karim goes to school. These are simple sentences. The sentence which has two subject, two finite verbs, and two clause. Subordinate conjunction. The sentence which has one principal clause and more than one subordinate clause, these all are subordinate conjunction. And when a sentence are connected with subordinate conjunction, we call it complex sentence. The sentence which has two subject, two finite verb, and two clause, or one principal clause and more than one connected with coordinate conjunction. That is, when more than one coordinate clause connected with coordinate conjunction, we called it compound sentence. What are the coordinating conjunction? And, but, or, yet, so, therefore, and so. Not only but also, either dot dot dot, neither dot dot not, both dot dot and, so dot dot as dot dot as. These all are connected with, these all are coordinate conjunction. And when any coordinate conjunction connected, when any sentence connected with coordinating conjunction, we called it compound sentence. Again, these all kinds of sentence can be either affirmative or negative sentence. So there are many things to learn from sentence, and if you learn sentence better, easier for performing all the grammars and making table, right from verbs. We must learn the regular use of making sentence or form of making sentence. So if you learn sentence, your grammars will be easier. So dear students, I request you all to read your book and practice how to make sentences, what is the order of sentences, and eventually if you can make more and more sentences, then your English will be developed, will make no more mistakes in your classes. Thank you very much. You will learn more. I'll discuss more about sentences in our next class. Thank you very much. Wish you good luck. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.